It's almost too ironic to believe. Stephan Stern once dressed up as a prisoner for Halloween. Funny how life works, because now the costume isn't coming off. On March 26, 2025, at approximately 6 a.m., a supervisor on duty at the Charlie floor was informed by Lieutenant Zumbrum that inmates Miguel Almestica and Stephan Stearns had violated facility policy. Specifically, it was discovered that inmate Almestica had been using Stearns' telephone PIN to make several calls, some lasting over 15 minutes. An investigation confirmed that Almestica was utilizing Stearns' PIN and that Stearns had loaned it out. This is a direct violation of facility rules, as it is prohibited to use another inmate's telephone PIN or to share your own. Due to the strict protocol and isolation of both inmates, there was no other way for Almestica to access Stearns' PIN except by receiving it directly from him. As a result, both inmates were issued disciplinary reports for violating Rule 3.4, loaning or stealing of property, telephone PIN, or anything of value. Stephan admitted guilt and expressed that he was sorry about the incident. He stated he did not know it was against the rules to share his telephone PIN with someone else. He also assured the committee that it would not happen again. After reviewing all reports, the hearing officer found Stearns guilty of the infraction and issued him a verbal warning as the consequence. The other inmate involved was Miguel Almestica, a known gang leader tied to the Five Star Bloods, a branch of the feared Money Sex Murder (MSM) set. MSM has a long-standing reputation for violence, drug trafficking, and intimidation, both in the streets and inside prison walls. Almestica wasn't new to this life. He's been in and out of trouble since he was a juvenile.
From last night, Channel 9's Sarah Putman is live now in Osceola County, where those teenagers were caught. And Sierra, deputies say this could have been a lot worse.
Get this, Vanessa. These people, they only sustained minor injuries, but one of those bullets came mere inches away from one person's head after it lodged into a headrest.
These young kids, have no regard for safety for our community. And they need to be locked up. They should be considered dangerous individuals.
Tonight, these two teens, 18-year-old Juan Espinoza and 17-year-old Miguel Almestica, are behind bars, facing multiple felony charges, including attempted murder. 4 people say just before 6 p.m. yesterday, someone started shooting. The first round of shots went off near Club Cortel Circle and 7 Dwarfs Lane in Kissimmee. 2 people then called 911 as they started following the car with the shooter. He was in a black Kia stolen out of Orlando.
6 o'clock in the afternoon, everybody's coming home from work in the tourist area of the county.
This incident report states Almestica was the shooter and Espinoza the driver.
So young, but already have a criminal record. The juvenile already had a pickup order for burglary, and the 18-year-old was on probation for burglary.
We can't search Almestica's past because he's still a juvenile, but Espinoza pled no contest to burglary earlier this year in Orange County. And this Orange County document shows he's also facing a culpable negligence charge. He's accused of taking part in an accidental shooting death of a high school friend back in February. He and his friends are accused of waiting more than 20 minutes to get the victim medical help.
Building a criminal resume that earned him serious respect behind bars. His influence didn't stop with gang ties. It extended to manipulating inmates, bending rules, and exerting power wherever possible. So when officers discovered Almestica using Stephan Stern's phone PIN to make lengthy, unauthorized calls, it wasn't just a minor violation. It was a glimpse into how control and loyalty work inside the jail. In a place where information is currency and fear keeps people in line, handing over a phone PIN is rarely just a favor. Whether Stearns did it willingly or was pressured, the fact that it involved a gang figure like Almestica speaks volumes.
YouTube Streets Podcast, man. New Age Plug. You did it again. You already know what it is. DVS stuck in the system.
And we're here. Live and direct. Stephan Stearns' newest jail call with enhanced audio. Shout out to phone calls from prison as always. Plug, I'm ready when you are.
Let's go. Stephan Stearns, Mr. Weirdo over here.
Hello, you have a call at no
Hello.
expense to you from
Stephan Stearns.
an inmate at Osceola County Corrections Department. To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse, this call will be recorded and subject to...
We need a bill passed where these dudes are not allowed to be in protective custody.
Yeah, I think that would be a great bill to pass, especially when, murdering women and kids and shit like that. You gotta
Make
face
them go through the same thing or worse as if they were in the streets.
bad comparison. There's a lot of people on the streets that don't have morals or any kind of principles. So
Good point. Zimmerman's still alive. Continue.
Monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
I thought we weren't going to hear from you till tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't realize that I could actually call right back after the 15 minutes was up.
I'm not walking, so it's just going to you and me.
Okay, that's fine. You'd been asking me where the watch was, and I tried to quickly convey those.
Yeah,
That's
where's your
this fucking
Digimon watch?
bro.
Yeah. Where's your
there's
Digimon?
something else, man. There's something else with this watch. There was something else. Remember, there was a lot of layers to this onion, where it almost gave them a specific window of opportunity to see something that nobody else knows about, and to get rid of whatever it is that he was trying to get gone. This is all a tactic, man. This is all
So
bullshit.
is this that little micro USB that's inside the watch? Because I know that there was some rumors of him having photos hidden in some weird compartments. This dude is disgusting. I literally, I can't stand him and Chris Watts. I wish I could just wood chipper both of them, like from the head first. How would you do if you could wood chipper him? Pause. How would you position the body into the wood chipper?
Feet first.
Feet first. Okay, got it.
Instructions to you.
They got to feel all that.
Need to go over that with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the foot of my bed, there's a bunch of my, boxes from when I moved there.
Yes.
On top of those boxes,
And it wouldn't really be one shot. It would be gradually. You know what I mean? Like every few seconds, push him a little bit. You know what I mean? Talk to him. You know what I mean? Push him a little bit more. And
Keep pushing him in. Hey, and Stearns doesn't seem like a boxer brief guy. I look at him, he's a whitey tidy guy.
Absolutely Superman draws all day in America.
there should be a green tin with kind of like
with the skid marks and all that.
you go
Yep,
on the
Stain
top
Patterson
of it,
himself,
like a
Stephan
Warhammer ammo
Stearns.
box tin. The watch is either in there, or if it's not in there, it's going to be in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed.
Mm.
If you look inside, there's a Disney popcorn bucket in the shape of a...
What the fuck, bro? Why is it that all these weirdos are into like the Digimon, the whole anime, Disney, like everything to do with children? What's up with that, bro?
When I'm at Disney and I look around, sometimes you'll get one of those like guys that are just by themselves, and they might just like Disney, and there might be nothing weird about them. But then you got dudes like this that go to these type of events, and you can see them over there. You know who they are. You lock eyes with them. You know, it happens all the time. SeaWorld. I mean,
It's just
dude,
like being in the
them.
prison yard. You feel it out, man. You know who's who and what's what. I'll tell you what, real quick, plug. One of the best ways to tell where somebody might be under the radar, where they might not be, they might not be out, where people would check their paperwork. He's not down with any organization. He sticks to himself. He's in a corner. But when you watch, you'll see telltale signs. Like if you're in the day room and you're watching TV, some of these guys, stone cold, one way all the time. But when a scene or something comes up where it may be in the realm of a grape or child something or whatever, they start to get antsy. And this is their telltale signs. They start to get movie, they can't sit right, they cross their legs, they bounce their knee. You know what I mean? These are all signs where
And there's
like,
nothing worse than a creepy, like sneaky predator, like the ones that are out and open, but then you got the ones that are like you don't know because they're fucking little sneaky bastards.
Mm-hmm. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of these dudes prey on single women with kids, bro.
Yes, they use Roblox. Yep.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. That's another beast in itself. But these guys go after the mothers with the kids.
Hey, how's come every time we listen to a Stephan Stearns jail call, it's always like, "Hey, Dad, can you go into my room and find the Winnie the Pooh lamp and then rub it 3 times, and then eventually a Digimon wristband will pop out, and then before you get to the wristband, I have a Mickey Mouse Funhouse club hat that I need you to like rip apart and then shred. You know what I'm
It's all
saying? It's
sick,
like,
and the father has to. This is what I always say. This man is way too old, right? And been with his family way too long for them not to see the things that were inappropriate or things that may have led to where he is now before he even did. So they enabled this shit and they didn't correct it or nip it in the butt. So I blame a lot of this shit on the family, and those who raised him, because they're still enabling it, bro. I get it, supporting your child to an extent, but there is a cutoff when it comes to some shit, man. And this right here is a no-go.
preach.
Star Wars mouse droid. It's like a little silver box with wheels on it, basically, and a brown strap.
Oh my gosh.
It could be in there because I put some important stuff in there. I think my Social Security card birth certificate might be in there as well.
Bro, he keeps on talking about this Social Security card. There's no need. They don't give a fuck. They can order that in legal mail. You can go down to the little library. You can fill out a form. You write Social Security. You give them the return address to your facility, and they'll send you a fucking copy of your card. Well, they'll send you an actual card. It'll go into your property. The jail will call you down for your mail. Like, you can't have this on your person, but we'll put it in your personal property forever when you leave or whatever. Because that's the only reason why you would need a Social Security card, because everything else is under your insurance number, your identification number, booking case number, all that shit is conjoined together with your social. So when he talks about this social, there's something else that he wants to be looked at and discarded.
Did you get that?
Okay. So describe this Disney pin again.
It's a mouse droid popcorn bucket that's in one of the boxes at the foot of my bed. So
this is like a babushka doll, bro. What the fuck is going on, man? This is crazy, bro. He is giving him signs, and he's telling him and talking to him without saying and speaking certain words. Listen, you're going to see what I'm talking about. In the midst of all this, I'm bringing you through all the bullshit from point A to point Z, but, C, D, E, F is what I really want you to look at.
This isn't Hogwarts, Stephan.
Get the fuck out of here.
So it's like a little silver, little boxy looking droid with a brown strap on it. It's actually a popcorn bucket. But I use it to store some documents and stuff, or the watch might be in there if it's not in the green tin on top of the boxes.
Documents? You mean PDF files for the PDFer?
Something that's going to make you more guilty because you won't stop talking about it. This is a whole new phone call. You called them back. You're trying to make sure they find this watch. No one needs your Social Security card. Honestly, just memorize your fucking number. This guy's just, I don't know, man. He's trying to see. It's almost like he's testing the waters with his family to see what they'll do for him.
He already
with
knows,
his little
man.
Stuff.
He knows he's got them, and the fact that they're actually even. My question is this: in the long haul, at the end of all this, did they actually, side with him and find this, or did they turn this over to state's evidence? Because that'd be another thing too. They could be just luring him and saying, we're on your side and we're helping you, and what do you want us to get rid of? And he's taking it for what it is. Anybody who listens to this, DA, fucking whoever, your lawyers, like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you have them looking for? Because we need to know. Because if you know what I mean, like, this is a bunch of bullshit. It's more fuckery to add to the fuckery.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Some other things I wanted to ask. So you said that you went to the mental hospital. Whatever happened with?
I don't know what's happening because we don't know how to get a hold of anybody.
I see.
And supposedly it's institutionalized itself. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that his fiance or the girl's mother? Who is he talking about right now?
He's talking about Jennifer, man.
She turned herself in. She committed herself.
She probably did. I mean, I know a lot of people say that she's got blood on her hands as well.
Could be to just have a paper trail and cover her tracks. You never know, man.
Probably What you said that was what to keep the cops off of her?
Supposedly on the advice of her attorney.
I see.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Did you guys ever get the silver Lincoln back?
Oh, no, we don't expect to see that until the trial.
Okay. And I assume no other belongings that were left that were able to be retrieved.
Come on now.
Yeah,
You able to get the car back that I did the crime in?
Yeah, no, that's a wrap. He's not thinking logically. Very, very careless when it comes to thinking.
Yep. Okay. I mean, the police had the gun, so that can be released to me. Of course, the phone I let you use,
This dad is horrible, bro.
Yeah, because an enabler, and not only that, man, they saw the red flags and nobody said anything, man. They knew that they were, allowing, him to sleep in the bed with his stepdaughter. The mother allowed it. The family knew, didn't say anything about it. All these fucking people were enabling and contributed to this behavior and this monster that was created. This is what I mean. Like, the parents know first before they even knew. And they didn't do anything to correct this shit. Sick shit.
Well, they said they would release that to me. So I got to see if I can get that.
Yeah, because obviously, I didn't even really use it, so.
By the way, the body camera, the camera in the sheriff's deputy's car that escorted you from Orange County to Osceola County, all that video and audio, somebody got a hold of it. It's out on the internet with YouTube.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I've never seen that.
These YouTubers.
Yeah, well, we need to look into that, Plug. We need to get on that.
We'll have to circle back on that.
Yeah.
These amateur sleuths, who have now decided to make it their life's work to try to uncover the real Stephan Stearns. And of course, they're drilling down, to the whole family.
Of course. Look at what we just did. I don't even know this case from a fucking can of paint, bro. But there are some red flags that everybody should see. You know what I mean? It's there. And I'm pretty sure they know they're red flags too. And they're like, oh man, maybe we should have addressed this earlier. Now our fucking dirty laundry's out the air.
Of the whole thing. That entire video is on YouTube. The entire conversation you had with that deputy.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure we talked about music most of the time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She used that. One of these people, Blunder or somebody.
They talked about music the whole time. We got to watch that one day. We will, guys. We will.
Use that information to dig up information about when your mom and I were at our issues 20, 30 years ago.
Whoa.
And brought that up. Her clickbait headline says, $3,700 lawsuit, some creditor suing you. So, they're just taking everything and everything and trying to make something of it when nothing exists. But supposedly calling you a mama's boy and what have you. So it's quite a circus. I don't watch any of it.
He's throwing jabs though. He's got a little bit of I don't know. I want to say a little bit of ill will, maybe a little bit of spitefulness, maybe. Because we've heard him with the mother, and he sounds nothing like he sounds like right now. This is like him kind of like letting his nuts drop. It sounds like
when Papa Steve told Wade, he's like, man, you idiot. Why the hell are you talking on the news?
Yeah, just like in a middle class kind of white way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
People just tell me about it. I don't bother with it because it's all bullshit.
Passive aggressive middle class white way.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I am a mama's boy anyway. I've never been ashamed of that.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that this conversation, obviously somebody in the county jail is selling this information.
No, it's called FOIAs.
They don't know. They don't understand any of this shit. They don't even realize that this shit is on the fucking internet. As they're talking, they're not thinking like this is gonna be out there too.
Yeah, I think he's coming to that realization right now.
It might be, because he did sound like he wanted to say something after he said, "I am a mama's boy." Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like, "I fucking failed as a father."
These conversations surface because,
right
as far
there.
as I know, this is supposed to be private conversation. Obviously, the jail can monitor it, but it's not supposed to be released to the public.
And they will be. Yeah, supposedly a redacted version of my arrest report was leaked to the public as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm not sure who's leaking all this stuff, or what sort of effect that has on all the proceedings.
This is a high-profile case, and so somebody in there is looking to make a buck.
Yeah. Well, I imagine this probably taints the whole process, though.
Yeah.
I bet you wish it did, Stephan.
Who knows what's going to happen with that? But so I told you where the watch was. In addition to that, I found your wedding band when we were cleaning.
Yeah, that was all a fucking front just now. That was to throw shit off. That was cause it threw me off for a minute. Now we're back to the watch, so let's get back in
wedding
tune.
band.
Yeah, wedding band. No, come on, bro.
Out storage.
This is like a game of fucking Zelda.
Okay.
That's in a black ring box on the shelf above my desk.
I think we found that. Yeah.
You found that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I just want to let you know that was found. I'm not totally sure where my family ring is.
I have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay. So you found that.
It was on the shelf.
It was on the shelf. Okay. I thought it might have been, but I wasn't super sure.
Yeah. What about the rose?
I've never had that. It was given to you, and I never had possession of it.
Well, your mother did something with it, but we have to figure out where she stuck it.
Yeah, unless it was sold while we were still in Summerport.
It's talking about a Rolex, right?
I think he said Rolex, or I said Rose as the subtitle said Rose, but I think he did say Rolex.
No, it was here at the house. It was here. Yeah, I mean, it was here. I'd seen it earlier. Well, I seen it in 2023. But anyway, doesn't matter.
I never had it.
So, what?
That's confusing to me, man, because it sounds like they're talking. They're double talking, man.
Oh, so this is code.
They're double talking.
Finally got the commissary information. So you need some boxer shorts?
Yeah, definitely. I've been going commando this entire time.
What size? Large, extra large?
I think just large would probably do. I mean, whatever will fit a 36 waist, I guess.
Do they have the ability to wash and stuff?
I'm sorry?
Do they have the ability to wash this stuff?
Yeah, I believe they collect laundry and do washing like once a week or so. I think from what I
Listen, man. For those who know, you know. Anybody who's been to prison, man, you don't really send your laundry to the laundry, man. You usually get a contract where you got somebody actually taking your clothes out of the net bag and putting some nice detergent, folding it up and putting it back in the net bag and passing it back to you when it's time to get your laundry. If that's not happening, you better be scrubbing with that Corecraft soap and air drying, and man, your clothes will be crisp and clean, man. Some of the toughest stains, blood stains, juice stains. Jail juice is like notorious. That shit will leave a mark on a tile floor for eternity. Corecraft will get that shit out.
Dude, they're talking like he's on a fucking vacation, right? Like the dad's like being so like they just never. You can just tell. You're right. Like this middle class America, right?
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. It's like they don't know anything about anything it is, and it shows. You know what I mean? But he's taking it as it comes. I guess he's on this weird trip or journey. That's what it seems like. You know, what do you need?
I'm not sure. But
I'll get you a couple of pairs, and you need socks?
Yeah, I'll probably need that. In the meantime, I was going to hold off on making any, like extraneous orders through commissary and whatnot until we find out more. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to be here, so I did want to mention to you that my first mandate.
The delusion in all these dudes and females that have been arrested for, heinous shit. What baffles me, Plug, is the delusion of actually getting out one day. Like as if this is not happening and it's going to be a misunderstanding and, it's going to work out because they did everything that they were supposed to with covering it. I don't know. It just feels kind of like everybody has the same MO when it comes to the beginning of, even all the way to trial, I guess. Even after trial, look at Wade Wilson. He still thinks he's getting out on appeal.
That is a common thing. Chris Watts too thinks he's getting out, or he, or he wants to get out. I don't know. I think, hey, you have that homie, right? That I have a homie locked up, and he's gone for a while, but he always says he's like, I'll be home soon.
Yeah,
and I think it's just like to keep your spirits up.
Yeah, it's a positive mind fuck, right?
It's the last thing you got left.
But it's like that's when you have a date, bro. But like when you're cooked and you're done, like these guys, like Wade, him, the other fucking quit spots, all these guys, like they're cooked, they're done, even before they go to trial, right? The mentality is different because when you have a date to go home, there is light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how long that may be, you got a date. You don't have any life or death penalty. There's always light. I'll be home soon. It's like a positive mind fuck. But this right here is totally something different. This is delusion.
Yeah, Lori has it. Chris Watts has it. Stephan Stearns has it.
And Wade Wilson. Still, right now.
No, Wade Wilson knows he's going to die in prison. As soon as the appeals go through, I want to see how he acts because I think he knows.
I don't know. I believe this delusion is what keeps them going.
Mandatory court appearance that cannot be waived will be at the end of this month, sometime between the 26th and 28th.
Supposedly, I thought it was the 24th of April.
Well, it could be then too. I got a basically a rough estimate from one of the attorneys that is kind of associated with the case, but not really the main one. So yeah, it's going to be towards the end of this month. I guess before or after my birthday, probably. But
yeah. And supposedly the trial's supposed to be May 14th.
Oh, I haven't heard that, but I guess you might know more than I do.
Well, again, follow mainstream media only, whatever they have in the paper.
They've got better sources than I do because I'm pretty much, in the dark most of the time here.
Yeah, so again, I don't follow anything but mainstream media because everything else is just bullshit.
Yeah.
People making a circus of it.
Yeah.
See the mentality there, Plug? He only follows mainstream media to get his news. Wow.
Yeah, I never heard that before. Usually people they come out and be like, man, I don't even listen to mainstream. Drain the swamp. YouTube only or independent, media only.
Yeah, no, this is a mindset for a lot of middle class Americans.
Yeah. Also these phone calls, they're 21 cents for the first minute and 21 cents for every minute after that with a 15-minute limit. So it's about $3.15 per phone call.
Okay. Well, I just put $100 into that account.
Okay, perfect. That should last quite a while then. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. So if we needed to ration the calls or anything like that, we could do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into our personal lives conversations because I don't trust the system of keeping it.
Well, he fucking knows enough about that, right? You don't trust the system. Yeah, I don't trust the system. Yeah, you got the idea, kid.
Confidential, so I want to keep this, as banal as possible. And
how have you
just keep
has
it that
anyone
way.
been bothering you or anything?
No. It's been quiet. I mean,
been quiet, plug. Nobody's been bothering me, plug. Been quiet on this side. What you think he's talking about? You think he's talking about stalkers, people that want to uphold the law of the land and streets, or is he talking about the goddamn feds, bro? Which one you think, plug?
He's talking about he's talking about how that body cam came out. He don't want to be, what we're doing right now is what he's talking about.
Nah, man, he's talking about the fucking fuzz.
I really
so
wish
you think he
they
has
would.
something to do with it?
He's giving him the lowdown. He's fucking covering for him with all these boxes and trinkets.
Accessory.
But I said earlier, plug. So he's keeping it. He's keeping him tapped in. You know what I mean? When he's asking the right questions, is he giving the right answers?
Drop the shoe on, and all of this stuff, attention and emphasis would be shifted to her family, because as far as we're concerned, we know that she's responsible. To what degree, we don't know, but I don't believe you killed her. So
that's good, because one of the few people who do. But
I didn't do it. Yeah, absolutely, pops. It wasn't me. I didn't fucking do any of that shit.
That's good.
Whoa, yeah, it wasn't.
Rewind that back.
Shifted to her family, because as far as we're concerned,
so how he said what he says right there
is
he's like, let's shift this towards the family, like the negativity. Is this dude's a piece of shit, bro.
Man,
the dad is trying to PR this situation.
So I said he's enabling, he's an accessory. So that's it. Has he not been investigated? I want to know what happened with the trial, man.
Degree, we don't know, but I don't believe you killed her. So
that's good, because one of the few people who do. But you know that I would never have wanted that for her.
Yeah.
And it broke me. It absolutely broke me.
So we believe her family is involved in this and cover up.
Whoa. What?
Wow, this is fucking sick, dude.
Fucking throwing this on the little girl's mother's family, bro.
Well, I will say this though, Jennifer Soto, her hands ain't completely clean, and we all know this.
Oh no, yeah. It's fucking sick all the way around the board, man. And there's a lot of things that naturally just come into effect when you're assessing that shit. But she is guilty in a lot of ways, man. She fucking enabled this and groomed it into what it was and how it got to where it is now. Fucking sleeping in the
not being
bed.
a parent.
Sleeping in a bed, bro? Are you serious, bro? The fuck is that, bro?
So just see how all this plays out.
I'm not sure that really any one person is specifically responsible. It's probably a combination of factors that led to it. But
oh my gosh, it's you, Stephan, you piece of shit.
I had PTSD before. Well, buckle up,
Yeah.
I've never felt anything like that before. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Stephan Stearns was definitely a hacky sacker.
I mean, I just hope the truth comes out at some point.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, we think we can send you the Bible, but there's also a Bible that I can buy online. But let's see if we can get the Bible to you.
Okay.
And a good friend of mine, who I will not mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
A good friend of mine, whose name I won't mention, has been my spiritual mentor, advisor.
Ain't that stupid?
Bought me a very nice Bible, so I'm doing Bible study every night, and we have our morning walks.
Just naive.
So.
Yep, and I've been reading the Bible that they've been giving me here.
Just loyal to his son. Not my bad. I was wrong. Just loyal. Like he's like Papa
But
Steve.
at what expense? But that's condoning. That's condoning, bro. There has
this is horrible.
This is not loyalty. This is condoning, bro. Because loyalty, I don't even fucking think plays a part in this after he did what he did, bro. Like, I don't know. I look at the world differently, bro.
Hey, is Stephan consciously trying to present himself as somebody that wouldn't do this crime? Is that why he's talking all soft spoken? Even that, but they're describing that body cam or him in the back of the police car like it was like a normal conversation. So, are they trying to paint him just to be like, oh, there's no way he could have done it?
That's the way it seems like. That's what he's going for. That's the only thing that it looks like right now, bro. So it's very sick.
Here and praying for her, and I've been praying for you guys a lot too. I also wanted to mention that I know you guys get in fights a lot and kind of resent each other a lot of the times, but I wanted just to tell you guys, be good to each other.
We don't resent each other. We have.
Hey, where you flipping this shit to, kid? What the fuck is this? This is like styling off. I'm gonna give
Bro,
you.
he's like 14 years old, bro. This sounds like a 14-year-old having a conversation with his dad about they're about to have the talk.
Yeah, now he's about to tell him off. Cause, whoa, this is what the fuck you're getting. But it does sound like there's a little bit of truth. Cause I did hear her speak to him, and man, does she fucking belittle the shit out. She clips his nuts every time she comes around.
Compassionate discussion.
I felt that was maybe a poor choice of words. I know you guys try to get on each other's nerves every now and then, and I just
if anything, this has made us stronger. We're both joined with our faith.
Okay, so him killing an innocent child made your relationship with your wife stronger. Y'all are sick people.
I think that was a jab back. He just had to say that because of what he said. It was just like, what do you think you got me? And it's like, just a jab. They're poking each other, man. This is sick.
And he knows this is getting recorded. He knows the YouTube thing, and he's still being this disrespectful to the family. It's horrible.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
We're supportive of one another. We talk about all of this periodically. I refuse to listen to any of the bullshit stuff that's out there.
He does contradict himself because he is aware of the system and he's aware of the other stuff, but he listens to mainstream media. I don't understand.
Yeah. Tell me what's mainstream media. I'll accept that, but nothing else.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of rumor mills out there.
Just be good to each other because you won't have.
He's saying fuck YouTubers. That's what he's saying.
Anymore. I'm not
Which
sure.
my mom doesn't watch Court TV. You know who she watches? That lawyer dude, lawyer you may know or whatever. That's who she watches YouTube. YouTube has almost took over.
A lot of people don't know,
a lot
right?
of shit.
A lot of people don't know that YouTube took over regular TV, bro. There's a lot of people that'll go on YouTube and watch YouTube before anything else. Like even the smart TV with the basic Wi-Fi, and you can hook your shit up. Like people watch YouTube more than they watch regular TV, bro.
More
That's a fact.
Than what it is, because it's not any more than that. We have a flare ups and then we quickly move on.
Of course, I just
but we've been very very supportive of one another, and we just know that we're getting through this, and we're putting our faith in God.
Bitch, you are.
Ronnie Blue Eyes, salute, brother.
Ronnie Blue Eyes in the building.
What up? What up?
We're ending this. We're at the end of this call, but I know you hate this fucking dude. This dude.
Yeah. I came up at 10:10. I had to circle back, but yeah, I had to finish it with you.
It's all good, brother. Yeah, we're just listening to this idiot, bro.
Scumbag.
Yeah, he's still talking about the box inside the box with the watch and.
Oh man. The hidden toy chest and all that other shit.
All this crazy Disney bullshit.
Crying to mommy and daddy, yeah.
And this is just his pops. His mom's wasn't on this one.
Oh, okay.
But the pops got loose a little bit. Like he let his nuts hang a little bit. He was talking to him. He's kind of like, but now they're being nasty to each other. I don't know if this is a part of the ploy, but they were double talking in this call.
Oh shit.
Father is definitely enabling this whole situation from very young. I can see it. You know what I mean? Call it what you want, whatever. But there were fucking red flags that nobody addressed, and
Right.
this is where we are now. So
Let's go.
let's get to it.
There's nothing finding the same.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I worried about you guys. I've been worrying about you guys, so you've been in my prayers and in my thoughts.
Some sort of spiritual warfare shit that they're doing. Religious spiritual shit. They're like, I'll pray for you, and we're praying and our faith. This is crazy.
I appreciate that. And you as well. That's your mother told me this afternoon. She came out of the bedroom the other morning with a question and called out for you and then realized, he's not here.
You did or she did?
You know what, Plug? You know what they call instead of middle class? I think the English had a word for these people in their society. The commoner?
Yeah.
They're more so the commoners. They just reform.
Hey, boy, watch your mouth, bro.
To whatever the fuck it is, bro, that's going on, and they just take life as it comes with religion. And I'll pray for you if you pray for me. And
Well, when it comes to certain things with religion, sometimes certain people use it in the wrong way, if you will, like manipulation. You know what I mean, shit like that. They use it to
bro,
manipulate.
me
Yep.
personally, and a lot of people are not like this. Religion is a fucking tool, bro. Respectfully.
Whoa, I thought you. Wait, brother. Hey, brother DBS.
I am more a spirituality and omnism than anything, man. That's just me. I'm searching for the truth.
Man, don't cross God. Let's keep this shit kosher, bro. Come on.
Whoa. I believe in the
Copacetic.
creator of all creations. So let's get to that. The Almighty.
Yeah.
The energy of all energies. So that's what I believe in. But I do
Mother
believe
Nature.
religion, in a sense, is a fucking tool. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to Pope Leo.
Especially the man-made ones.
America.
She did.
She did?
Yeah. They go, hello, not here.
Yeah.
So she slipped a little there mentally.
Yeah. For a long time, I kept expecting to wake up and find out this was all a nightmare.
Believe me.
Where's the fucking accountability in any of this? You thought this was a dream? Come on.
Yeah, that's
This
crazy.
is all very, very surreal for us.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking.
Thank you for using IC Solutions. Goodbye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Yeah. Hey, we just need Ronnie for that part right there.
And as always, shout out to phone calls from prison. You already were.
There's rumors going around that she was actually preggo. Stephan Stearns got her pregnant. That is just horrible, bro.
Damn. That shit is grimy, bro.
That's not grimy. That's disgusting.
That's grimy and disgusting. What the fuck?
Wood chipper, I want to say 4 inches every 3 minutes. No, that's too long. I pass out. Every 30
That's
seconds.
a mess.
Every 30 seconds. 3
Oh,
inches.
man.
And talk to him and try to get as much
Therapist.
answers as you can. You know what I mean? And adrenaline, maybe too. Keep him up. I'm saying too much. Let me just chill out.
Hey, fellas, you see that they did release the picture of the person.
Oh, the dude that allegedly hit Tory. Yeah, I just seen that shit.
Now, what
Pretty
could
crazy.
that possibly? That's gonna start some sort of race war. You don't think
But
so?
well, if there was in GP, but like they're saying if it's a 50-50 or a sensitive needs yard or like PC, it might be a little different, but who knows? I would think so. But like I said on Spider-Lo's page, that's what they were talking about. But right now, as of today, this is completely like 5 different narratives now. You got Dub speaking out on it. You got all kinds of different channels circling back.
So he
Come
was
to
in a
Rick
50-50
Rock.
yard.
Yeah, you had Wack speaking. You had all kinds of people. Actually, Wack and 1090 had 2 different opinions on the situation. I just put up a short on the YouTube Street Shorts channel, so everyone go check that out. Make sure you hit that like button.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
tell you this,
What
man.
did
It does
1090
start.
say?
He's
What?
saying it was someone close to his circle, like alleging that it was like one of his own.
That's
And,
what I was
and,
thinking too,
and
Ronnie. When I
Yeah,
first heard
1090
it,
was wrong. 1090's wrong. Did he make a video of that?
he made a shot, so I clipped his shot and Wax shot and mixed them together, put them on the YouTube streets and like remixed it.
Wow, YouTube Streets got the information from Whack before Whack went live, right? And went on Clubhouse. We actually were again one of the first people that brought that to everyone's attention. We knew it was a Latino. We knew it was Sereno. We knew it was or a gang hit. Or
I didn't know shit. Listen, man, this right here is sketchy, super sketchy, right? Because
you knew
this.
this. I got the information from DBS and gang issues.
Whoa, dude, whoa. I don't know what kind of shit you're into, but you're making me
Put your hat
nervous.
on.
Whoa, I got my hard hat on at all times. You can't beat me in my head if you wanted to. So let's just chill out. This right here is gonna get real messy. The West Coast is already segregated as it is. For this to happen, I'm pretty sure them crackers are sitting lovely right now. Fucking, oh yeah, let them fight and watch and sit back. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of strategy that this was created some way, somehow for the
Guess how
escalation.
many years this dude has? Like, when do you think this dude's coming home?
Probably real soon. He probably wanted some more commissary. He wanted to get some money or something.
Go ahead and read that.
The inmate who allegedly stabbed Tory Lanez in prison this week has been identified as Santino Casio, and he's already serving life in prison with the possibility of parole. The Post has confirmed. Oh yeah, he's a fucking loser. He has nothing to lose, bro. He's gonna fucking try to get as much commissary and get that notch on his belt. If it's
So who
not for,
paid him, DVS? Stop the fucking bullshit, man.
I
Who
don't
paid
know.
him
Whoa,
to kill
whoa,
Tory? You know
who
how
the
prison works. Tell me how
Whoa,
it happened.
whoa! Are you some sort of fucking uh, interrogator and expert or some sort of like intimidator, bro? Because that shit doesn't work over here, bro. You better fucking sit down and calm
Quit lying
down.
to the people, DVS.
I don't know shit, man. That's it, man. I'm gonna read the rest of this and we're gonna keep it moving, all right? A representative from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation (CDCR) told the Post that Casio, 42, is being investigated for allegedly attacking a rapper at a housing unit in California correctional institution. Taha Chappie on Monday, May 12th at approximately 7:20 at Pacific time. Casio's rap sheet is a mile long and dates back to 2004 when he was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole for second-degree murder, first-degree attempted murder, personal use of a dangerous or deadly weapon, and inflicted great bodily injury per the CDCR spokesperson. Yeah, straight loser, bro. He's trying to get some
Sound
clout.
like he's a hitter. Sound like somebody that would
Well, he didn't
do
get
the
the job
deal.
done, bro. He didn't do the job correctly.
But
So, and
yeah,
this
yeah.
is his
So
first
how do
time.
you
This is
do it correctly, DVS?
whoa,
Because because
whoa.
look, because it look when you read the numbers on this 14 times airlifted. It sounds like Tory Lanez, God didn't want him to die that day, and it sounds like he had it was a miracle, bro. It was a freaking miracle. Both his lungs collapsed.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
he
if
just went on a stabbing spree, bro. I mean, that's dangerous in itself because you're just gonna hit
not
anywhere.
true, not true. Nobody else got hurt that day,
No,
brother.
I mean
Only one
on the
person.
body, on the one person, a stabbing, you know,
Okay,
stabbing spree on the body. That's what I, yeah.
sounds like all right.
But
Agree
I
with
hear
me
what
or
you're saying.
disagree.
14's more than a warning type shit.
Yeah,
Tory
14 is.
Lanez
I'm
was
trying to
supposed
get
to
He
you
might have
one,
die.
been trying to finish the job, right?
but
He was
really,
supposed to
all
die.
you really need is one, bro. Yo, bro, all you really
I'm
need is
saying one
one.
could do it. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I
Hit the
said it's
neck.
like he was nervous, bro. He was putting on a show. It's probably he hasn't
Well,
done this in
Tory's
a
known
while.
fighter.
The
He's a known
last
he
body
fought
he
back.
caught. Listen, the last, but bro, if you're gonna do it right, bro. Like, come on, why waste all that shit when you could just and walk off? Cause, bro, I'm just saying. Listen, he's
Well,
done it
listen.
once. And this is the second time he's done it the first time he's done it in jail, but this is like a second
Right.
body that we can account for.
So
So
in
it
that
took him from 04 to 2025 to do it again. He was nervous. He didn't know what he was doing. And he's chasing clout.
yeah. So on that phone call, right, with Spider Loke and that other inmate that was saying the blacks were gonna get their get back, homeboy was saying that Tory was on a tier with all Mexicans. So that right there would be a red flag over there because they wouldn't be housed like that unless it was a 50-50 or a PC or a SNY, you know what I mean?
Mm. Hey, could this dude just be a Megan Thee Stallion fan? Like he could just like,
Bro,
you
you
know.
never know.
He wants a
Like that's
secret admirer to
there
drop
could
some
be
secret
money, you never
commissary.
know. Right.
Dudes who go on a jump out the window with no parachute on, a hope and a dream, bro. This is like,
Blindfolded
yo,
fast.
I'm hit him and maybe I'll get some support because Megan Thee Stallion was really like on his ass. Like she did really like, she was against him, and she kind of like put a lot of people against him as well. I don't know what happened. I don't know what took place. All I know is what I heard on mainstream media. So,
Right.
you know, I'm going off of what the fuck it is that's out there.
Right,
But
right.
I do know there was some ill will from her that was kind of crazy
Oh,
where,
of
I
course.
think something slipped up. There was like a hot mic where she wanted to do harm to, Tory Lane. So he probably got wind of it or whatever, and he just jumped out the window on a hope and a dream. Maybe his commissary will be filled until the day he dies. Sometimes that's the only thing motherfuckers really want. Ain't got nothing else.
So this here is the gentleman here that allegedly stabbed Tory Lanez 14 times, got him airlifted out that bitch, hospitalized, but he is alive.
Yo, and you could tell by the left side
Crazy.
of his face that he's definitely been through it too, you know?
And honestly, they don't really look like gang tats as much as they do look like satanic tats, like almost on some Adam 22 shit.
Yeah, they do look a little satanic, but all I'm saying is, man, you could tell that he was all over the place with this, man. 14
What about
times.
the face though? Because look, we all know
What
that's a
about the face?
universal. Well, listen, man. Come on, man. Hey, man. Come on, bro.
Let's get it
Hey,
going then. Come on.
hey, bro. Hey, bro. No, but for real. Hey, so the face, right? That's a universal thing. Like when researching and being a doing journalist work, right? The face is always when they go for the face, it's always like, oh, that person's no good. They're trying to leave a mark. They're trying to let you know. And that's am I capping?
Like the snitch guy, like the buck 50 type shit, right?
Yeah,
The buck 50.
so the buck 50 is notorious from New York City, man.
Yep.
Buck 50 is usually either you're telling or you did some real sneaky, grimy shit. It's a warning to
Or shot
everybody.
a woman in the foot. See, it's
Whatever.
it's the celebrity part that makes people like water it down. But at the end of the day, on paper, he shot a woman in the foot.
Allegedly. I don't know.
No, he got convicted for it. We don't have to say allegedly. He wouldn't snitch. Now that's one thing that a lot of people were like, okay, he's solid
Respect.
because he wouldn't
Right,
snitch.
right.
Yeah.
That's they respected that, right? Yep.
So this is why I say allegedly because I heard that rumor as well that he didn't do it. He doesn't know what happened, and Megan Thee Stallion is throwing it on him because she was salty for something or something. I don't know. Maybe she was supposed to get down with the freak off party, and she was like not with it. I don't know. Whatever. But
Uninvited. She got kicked out early.
yeah, who knows? But
You never
um,
know.
this whole thing is crazy, man. It's a wild situation. This guy right here obviously is looking for a fucking commissary film it for the lifetime that he's going to be there and some clout. Maybe they'll tell some stories about him, but
Right.
he didn't even do it the right way, man. Respectfully.
And
I
you never
guarantee he came
know.
up from behind too.
It could be on some petty shit. Well,
Yeah, some sucker shit.
sneak 'em. Sneak 'em. Might have snuck 'em.
Well, if you're playing assassin, man, get one in them and get gone, man. Because if you put it in the right place, man, it'll definitely pump out. I'm just saying. I've seen this in the stories, in the books, stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're playing assassin, you're gonna be slaying and slashing. Facts though.
Yeah, so I don't know. He's going to be in a box for a very long time. He's going to be shackled and tackled everywhere he goes. They'll be telling stories about this guy while he's rotting away in a cell, and that's pretty much what's going to happen. And then when it comes,
this gentleman has sorry DBS, but this gentleman has a bunch of family in Texas, the same parts that somebody else that is from Texas. So I'm just saying, man, there's a possibility this could have been a hit, bro. Quit the bullshit.
well,
You never know, especially when there's big money involved. You gotta think, right? Just throwing this out there, metaphorically speaking, right? Like, just what I'm saying. Meg Thee Stallion's 50 rich, Tory Lanez is 50 rich.
so
On
the
both sides, there's money on both
so the
sides.
question is, he didn't complete the job, so does he still get paid?
I don't know, or he set an example.
What example on
That's
what not to do?
messy.
Cause Whack 100 was trying to tell me it was a stare down at one point. Like it wasn't no stare down, bro. This is too orchestrated.
What is it? He on the mental
This
health
was a
unit, bro?
statement.
Hold on. So there might be a twist to this plug, because it could go a lot of different ways, man. We're getting a lot of what ifs and novelty shit, but it could be as simple as this: he could be fucking on the mental health unit, has some mental health issues, and maybe it was a stare down, and then he felt violated some way somehow, and he's got his ego, and
Threatened, right?
he just said, "Fuck it, I'm jumping out the window," and then this dude's just like that, crash out, fucking experts, bro. So he might be a crash out.
Yeah, that's the ones they hire to do it. Anyways, man, I appreciate everybody, man. U2 Streets podcast.
Yeah.
Ronnie Blue Eyes, DBS stuck in the system.
We out this bitch.
YouTube streets. Peace.
Stay responsibly dangerous.